ready?
Should we just go down to the podium when these presentations start and just stay
Stand there.
Yeah, just down.
Just say, next group, next.
Okay. Chris, you ready? You ready?
Born ready.
Okay. All right, are we on, Dave?
I won't.
Good evening. We'll go ahead and get started now. First, before we get started, I'd like to welcome Pastor Patrick A. Bent from InterQuest Church to lead us in our invocation.
All right, so let's all just close our eyes for a moment. And as we close our eyes, just breathe, take a nice gentle breath in. And as we breathe in, we're going to breathe in God's love. And as we exhale, let's just let go of the busyness of this day. Breathing in God's love and feeling God's love moving through us all, moving through this meeting this night. Father, we ask to feel your presence. We ask that you guide this meeting this night. I ask a blessing upon the city of Milton this night. I ask a blessing upon this city council as they stand forth as stewards of this young city. I ask a blessing upon Mayor Lockwood as he stewards as the mayor and seeks that higher vision for this city. So we surrender our will to thy will this night, Father, as we call forth the highest good for all involved. Thy will be done, Father, and so it is. Amen.
Amen. Thank you. Good evening, everybody. We're glad to have you here. I'd like to call the regular meeting of the Milton City Council for Monday, May 21st, 2012 to order. Will the city clerk please call roll and make general announcements?
Good evening, Mayor and Council. I'll be happy to call roll for the May 21st, 2012 regular meeting. However, I would like to remind those in attendance to please silence all cell phones at this time. Since we do not have any public comment this evening, I will waive the procedural rules for the public comment. Demonstration of any sort within this chamber is prohibited, so please refrain from any applause, cheering, booing, outbursts, or dialogue with any person speaking. Please show the same respect to the person speaking that you will expect to receive yourself. Anyone in violation will be asked to leave. As I call roll, please confirm your attendance this evening. Mayor Joe Lockwood?
Here.
Councilmember Karen Thurman?
Here.
Councilmember Matt Kuntz?
Here.
Councilmember Bill Luss?
Here.
Councilmember Bert Hewitt is absent this evening. Councilmember Joe Longoria?
Here.
Councilmember Lance Large?
Here.
Tonight, the VFW from Alpharetta Post 12002 will lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. Please all rise.
Put your hand over your heart, or if you're a veteran, you can salute the colors. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. At ease.
Thank you very much for leading us. And also, just we're real excited to have all you guys here in the audience, and got some exciting proclamations we're proud to be giving out tonight. So we're excited and glad you're here. Will the city clerk please sound the next item?
Our next item is approval of meeting agenda. This is agenda item number 12119.
Okay. We've got our agenda. We have any items that need to be considered. I know one item we want to add an executive session for litigation and land acquisition. And Chris,
Mr. Mayor, I have one other request tonight, and that is under item number 7, where it reads first presentation of public hearings. That should just read first presentation. The actual advertised public hearing is going to occur on June the 4th. That's at the next meeting. So tonight will just be first presentation if you'll remove the public hearing component.
okay. Is there any other items for consideration? If not, I'll open up for a motion.
Mayor, I'll make a motion that we approve the agenda as presented with the addition of the executive session for litigation
And land acquisition.
And the deletion of the public hearing portion under 7.
Second the motion. Okay. Got a motion by Councilmember Thurman, second by Councilmember Lusk. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? That's unanimous. Okay, we have no public comment tonight?
We do not, sir.
Okay. Move on then to the consent agenda. Will the city clerk please sound those items?
Our first item is approval of the April 23rd, 2012 regular council minutes. Agenda item number 12120. Approval of the May 7th, 2012 regular council minutes. Agenda item number 12121. Next is approval of financial statements for the period ending April 2012. Agenda item number 12122. Our fourth and final consent agenda item this evening is approval of a construction services agreement between the City of Milton and Strickland Pipeline and Construction, Inc. for storm drain improvements on Thompson Road. This is agenda item number 12123.
Okay.
Mr. Mayor, I move to approve the consent agenda as prepared by staff.
I second that.
All right, we've got a motion by Councilmember Luss, second by Councilmember Large. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? That's unanimous. Okay. Now, before we move on to our presentations, just want to invite everybody to join us after the presentations for a little cake and cookies and refreshments. So just right after the proclamations, we'll take a few minutes for that. The city clerk will please sound the first proclamation.
Our first proclamation this evening is recognizing Milton High School Lady Eagles State Golf Champions. This is being presented by Councilmember Karen Thurman.
Thank you. And I am very honored to present tonight both the boys and girls state golf champions. I think it really says a lot for our young people that they are involved in something and have accomplished what they have at Milton High School in Milton, Georgia. Whereas golf is a centuries-old sport that values not only athletic excellence, but mental acuity and toughness over hours of competition. And whereas Milton High School Lady Eagles golf team has a tradition of excellence and accomplishment in athletic and academic competition reflecting the highest ideals of hard work, training, and sportsmanship. And whereas the Lady Eagles boast 4 players on the 2012 roster ranked by GolfWeek's Saracen ranking system of the top 20 in Georgia. And whereas Deborah Martina, in her 3rd season as head coach, the Eagles 2012 team racked up 7 straight tournament wins this season, including a region championship in which the Lady Eagles beat Centennial High by 39 strokes. And whereas the Milton Lady Eagles were declared state champions of the 5A division Monday, May 7th at Westlake Country Club in Augusta, Georgia, becoming the first Milton girls team to earn the state title. And whereas the team beat their closest opponent by 11 strokes, posting a 142 to Cherokee High's 153. And whereas freshman Rachel Day, ranked 4th in the state, was low medalist in the tournament, posting a back 9 of 3 under par for 69. And whereas sophomore Kayla Jones, ranked 11th in the state, shot a 1 over par 73. Freshman Sabrina Long, ranked 16th in the state, shot a 76. And junior Sally Morgan, ranked 19th in the state, shot an 84. And whereas alternates Taylor Chisholm, a senior, and Natalie Foley, a junior, contributed to the team's success all season. And whereas the players on the Milton High School Lady Eagles golf team are champions not only on the course, but in the classroom, in the community, and in life. And we are proud this great team is located in Milton, Georgia. Now, therefore, we, the Mayor and City Council of the City of Milton, hereby dedicate Monday, May 21st, 2012, as Milton High School Golf Championship Day in the City of Milton, Georgia, given under a hand and seal of the City of Milton, Georgia on this 21st day in May 2012. If y'all want to come down and get this Mayor and Council to come down, we'd like to get some pictures and give you proclamations. Congratulations. Well, I will give you theirs also, but that's great. We're really proud of all of y'all. We're gonna need cheese in here, I know. So.
That's one down.
All right, if the city clerk wants to let Karen take the next item.
Our next item is a proclamation recognizing Milton High School Eagles state golf champions, presented by Councilmember Karen Thurman.
Well, thank you again. And once again, I'm very honored to be able to present this. It's quite an accomplishment for all of you. Whereas golf is a century-old sport that values not only athletic excellence but mental acuity and toughness over hours of competition, and whereas the Milton High School Eagles golf team has a tradition of excellence and accomplishment in athletic and academic competition, reflecting the highest ideals of hard work, training, and sportsmanship. And whereas Coach Peter Ojeda has led the program to 3 straight Region 6 champions, including winning the 2012 title by 17 shots. And whereas the Milton Eagles were declared state champions of the 5A division Monday, May 7th at Champions Retreat Golf Club in Evans, Georgia. And whereas the final was a nail-biter, with Milton overcoming Benedictine by just 1 stroke, posting a 302. And whereas the Eagles were led by senior Sanders Park with an even par 72, followed by a 75 from senior Brandon Lee, a 77 from Vanderbilt signee and senior Zach Jaworski, and a 78 from junior Ian Shapiro. And whereas alternates Ryan Stackler, Chase Knox, and Dawson Kipnis contributed to the team's success all season. And whereas the players on the Milton High School Eagles golf team are champions not only on the course but in the classroom, in the community, and in life, and we are proud of this great team is located in Milton, Georgia. Now therefore, we, the Mayor and City Council of the City of Milton, hereby dedicate Monday, May 21st, 2012 as Milton High School Golf Championship Day in the City of Milton, Georgia, given under our hand and seal of the City of Milton, Georgia on this 21st day of May, 2012. Now it's the boys' turn.
right, will the city clerk please have the next item?
The next item is a proclamation recognizing Operation Give Back. This is being presented by Councilmember Bill Lusk.
Each year, the fifth grade students at Summit Hill Elementary participate in a service project for the community. Teacher Susan Lee came to the principal years ago with a plan to support our servicemen and women overseas in conjunction with their social studies research. Miss Lee also had a son-in-law who was stationed in Afghanistan. This year, as parents volunteered to assist in all fifth grade activities, Miss Paula Rowland offered to sponsor and coordinate the service project. Through the vision and leadership of Miss Lee and Miss Rowland, this year's Operation Give Back became truly a community project. Students, parents, teachers, American Legion Post 201, and local businesses in Roswell, Alpharetta, and Milton partnered to collect items and carefully and thoughtfully hand-pack over 152 packages for our servicemen and women stationed in Afghanistan. Earlier in the school year, Miss Rowland and Miss Lee arranged for a school assembly where fifth grade students heard from servicemen from past and current wars, as well as Mayor Joe Lockwood. Operation Give Back was funded solely by donations and contributions from students and community in events such as a school store called the Husky Hut and local bake sales. Susan Lee, passionate and dedicated fifth grade teacher at Summit Hill, has over 30 years of experience, and I believe she's retiring this year. Nancy Murphy, principal at Summit Hill since 2006, has over 30 years in education. She has been an educator in Fulton County Schools for 20 years. Paula Rowland, parent of a fifth grader, is a resident of Milton with compassion for the work of our military service personnel and committed to helping students, teachers, and the community. Nancy Murphy, Susan Lee, Paula Rowland, and Chief Bob Edgar are here with us tonight, and we would like to thank them for this worthwhile and thoughtful endeavor. And add a personal note to that. What this involves really is, obviously from what I've said, is sending care packages to active duty military overseas. I can remember when I was overseas, we called them care packages at that time, but never saw the concerted effort and organized effort like I've seen with this operation here. I recall getting a shoebox full of chocolate chip cookie crumbs that had been sitting on the dock for 4 weeks. But they were great, and we shared them all. I'd like to read the proclamation, Operation Give Back at Summit Hill Elementary. Whereas Operation Give Back, nonprofit organization created by veterans of Operation Enduring and Iraqi Freedom, and whereas this winter and spring, Summit Hill Elementary fifth graders collected food, movies, games, and more to send to soldiers currently stationed in Afghanistan as part of the program. And whereas the children raised more than $600 and the community gave generously, students filled more than 150 care packages for troops in Afghanistan, stuffed with high quality, tasty, and fun items for the servicemen and women. And whereas American Legion Post 201 sent off an extra 80 packages in the name of the school. And whereas a number of local businesses and volunteers helped, including Susan Lee, Carrie Bowers, Barbara Sanders, Paula Rowland, Wendy Behrman, Barber, Amy Jackson, the City of Milton Fire Department, Atlanta Fitness, Starbucks, Crabapple Orthodontics, Nail Dynasty, Alpine Bakery, Moe's, The Brace Place, Arbor Terrace Assisted Living, Crabapple Senior Center, Cafe Effendi, American Legion Post 201, Menchie's, Brownie Troop number 11744, Brooklyn Joe's, Walmart, and Target. Great representation. Now therefore, we, the mayor and city council of the city of Milton, hereby congratulate the students of Summit Hill Elementary, their families, their teachers, and the community at large for supporting this worthy cause, given under his hand and seal of the city of Milton, Georgia, on this 21st day of May, 2012. Great job, folks. I'd like to have Nancy Murphy, Susan Lee, and Paul Rowling come up and present some proclamation.
We might have lost all our firefighters.
Yeah, I must have had a call. Bob's still here?
Yeah, Bob's still here.
Yeah, Bob's here.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, moving on to our next item. Will the city clerk please sound this proclamation?
Our next proclamation is recognizing MDA Firefighter Appreciation. This is presented by Mayor Joe Lockwood.
Thank you. For 59 years, firefighters have been orchestrating annual Fill the Boot drives to help advance the Muscular Dystrophy Association's life-saving mission. The public service resulting from this labor of love is nothing short of incredible. The efforts have raised more than $500 million nationally to help MDA speed research seeking treatments and cures for muscle diseases, while simultaneously helping MDA provide families affected by neuromuscular diseases with unparalleled health care services. Over the past 5 years, the City of Milton Fire Department has collected $226,631 from generous citizens for local children and adults fighting muscular dystrophy. In 2011, the department raised $60,854, which was the highest in the metro Atlanta area and the second highest in the state of Georgia. This year, the City of Milton will be collecting on May 11th, 25th, June 8th, 22nd, and July 6th in 2012. Please show your support of MDA and our brave firefighters by visiting one of the collection sites and helping us fill the boot. Valerie Winship, the fundraising coordinator in the Atlanta West office of MDA, is excited to support the department as they embark on another successful boot drive and is here with us in the audience. Also, please welcome Chief Bob Edgar and the members of the City of Milton Fire Department, which I think several had to leave.
I think they did.
They're doing their job, though. That's great. Okay, let me read the proclamation. Whereas dedicated and selfless firefighters in Milton provide vital and life-saving services to the citizens of this community, of their community. And whereas, at a moment's notice, as you just saw, these men and women risk their lives subduing fires and rescuing those trapped in infernos, as well as saving citizens from emergencies that could have been deadly situations. And whereas, Georgia firefighters contribute significantly to the continued well-being of Georgians through their outstanding commitment to community service, their sense of duty and responsibility is evidenced by the hundreds of volunteer hours and annual boot drives to collect funds to fight muscular dystrophy. And whereas firefighters in the city of Milton unselfishly donate their time and energy supporting the Muscular Dystrophy Association, raising more than $22,000 over our 5-year partnership. And whereas many of Milton's most deserving citizens have benefited from the funds raised by firefighters and Fill the Boot campaign, and these public servants make invaluable contributions to our community in all tasks they perform. Now therefore, we, the Mayor and City Council of the City of Milton, hereby proclaim June through September as MDA Firefighter Appreciation Time in the City of Milton, Georgia, and encourage all citizens of Milton, Georgia to recognize and support the efforts of these firefighters on behalf of MDA, given under our hand and seal in the City of Milton, Georgia on the 21st day of May 2012. Valerie and Chief Edgar to come forward and the rest of the council. Those of you in the audience, we don't usually have this many proclamations in one night. So.
We've never had this many in one night.
We have one more, so we'll move on to this item. Will the city clerk please sound this proclamation?
This proclamation is recognizing Memorial Day and being presented by Councilmember Bill Lusk.
A week from today is Memorial Day, and we'll be having our Memorial Day ceremony, our 5th annual, out behind City Hall. Just like to take this moment to invite everybody and encourage you all to come. This is a proclamation for Memorial Day. Whereas Memorial Day was first officially proclaimed on May 5th, 1868 by General John Logan in his General Order Number 11, and in 1968 by Act of Congress, it was determined that the holiday would be observed on the last Monday in May. And whereas from the opening battles of the American Revolution through the turmoil of the Civil War to World War I, World War II, Korea, and Vietnam, to the Persian Gulf and today's operations in the War on Terror in Afghanistan, Iraq, and all around the world, the members of our military have built a tradition of honorable and faithful service. And whereas, as we observe Memorial Day, we remember the more than 1 million Americans who have died to preserve our freedom, the more than 140,000 citizens who were prisoners of war, and all those who were declared missing in action. We also honor our veterans for their dedication to America and their sacrifice. And whereas we have honor and privileges of living in a free country, and Georgia has a rich history of great leaders who died fighting for our great nation. Today, all who wear the uniform of the United States are serving at a crucial hour in history, and each has answered a great call to serve our nation on the front lines of freedom. Let us pray for the safety and strength of our troops and for God's blessing on them and their families, and for those who have lost loved ones. And whereas on this Memorial Day, we honor our fallen soldiers and their commitment to our country and their legacy of patriotism and sacrifices of many men and women who answered the nation's call to duty and fought with honor and valor, and in the end gave the ultimate sacrifice to safeguard the results of the rights of all Americans. Whereas by giving their lives in this cause of freedom, these heroes have protected and inspired all Americans, and we are truly grateful for their service. And whereas the citizens of Milton join with people across the nation in remembrance of those who died while courageously serving their country during war, now therefore we, the mayor and city council of the city of Milton, Georgia, hereby dedicate and proclaim Monday, May 28th, 2012 as Memorial Day in the city of Milton, and call this observance to the attention of all our citizens, given under his hand and seal of the city of Milton, Georgia, on this 21st day of May, 2012. I'd like to have Christian Stevens, commander of VFW Post 212002, and Major Jim Lake, vice commander of that post, to come forward and we'll present these proclamations.
Now we'll take a break and listen to the preface. Come on up. All right, moving on to our first presentation. Will City Clerk please sound the item?
Approval of an ordinance to adopt amendments to the fiscal 2012 budget for each fund of the City of Milton, Georgia, amending the amount shown in each budget as expenditures, amending the several items of revenue anticipations, prohibiting expenditures to exceed appropriations, and prohibiting expenditures to exceed actual funding available. This is agenda item number 12124.
Do I have a motion and a second?
I'll make a motion that we approve the agenda item as presented.
Second.
Okay, I have a motion by Councilmember Thurman, second by Councilmember Longoria for approval on the first presentation item. We need no discussion. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? That's unanimous. So we'll move on to our public hearing. Will City Clerk please sound the next item?
Next item is approval of the issuance of an alcoholic beverage license to D Squared Development, LLC, doing business as Shell Food Mart, located at 3100 Bethany Bend, Milton, Georgia, 3004. The applicant is Madai Janet Ka, Wine and Malt Beverages. This is agenda item number 12125. Ms. Stacy Inglis.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. The applicant is actually in the audience. His name is Betty. And the location of this business is on the corner of Bethany Bend and Highway 9. It's the gas station that's over there. And the applicant has met all of the requirements of the ordinance, and we recommend approval of the alcohol beverage license.
Okay. Do we have any questions from council? Stacy on that? Okay. Do we have any public comment?
We do not, sir.
Okay. And I'll close the public hearing with no comment. Any discussion, or if no discussion, do I have a motion?
Mayor, I move that we approve the issuance of an alcoholic beverage license to D Squared Development, doing business as Shell Food Mart, located at 3100 Bethany Bend, Milton, Georgia, 30004. Agenda item number 12125.
I second that motion.
Okay. Got a motion by Councilmember Longoria, second by Councilmember Large. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? That's unanimous.
Thank you.
There are no items on the zoning agenda or unfinished business, so we're going to move on to new business. City Clerk, please sound the items.
Next item is approval of City of Milton reimbursement resolution. This is agenda item number 12126. Mr. Chris Lagerbloom.
I'm actually going to take this for Chris. The reimbursement resolution that's before you tonight is a resolution that allows the city to pay itself back for costs and expenses that are paid for the public safety facility before we get the bond issuance. So this is just a formality and one step of the process that we have to go through.
Okay. Do I have any questions for Stacy? Yeah. Do I have a motion and a second?
Mayor, I move to approve agenda item number 12126, approval of City of Milton reimbursement resolution.
I second that.
Okay, I have a motion by Councilmember Longoria, I believe a second from Councilmember Lusk. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? That's unanimous.
Thank you.
Okay. City Clerk, please sound the next item.
Next item is approval of a memorandum of understanding between the City of Alpharetta, the City of Milton, and the City of Roswell for a joint SWAT and crisis negotiation team. This is agenda item number 12127. Captain Sean McCarty.
This is a memorandum of understanding between the cities for the creation of a North Fulton SWAT team. In the past several years, we have partnered with the City of Alpharetta for these services. This is essentially an understanding to bring the City of Roswell on board to create a larger team that would increase our efforts altogether.
Okay, are there any questions?
I do have one. Captain McCarty, the only question I have is liability, and I just wanted to understand, as I've read the agreement, what exactly happens if one of the Roswell members does something that that can hold the group or in the city of Milton liable for anything? I just didn't understand how that worked.
Each city will ultimately be responsible for their members. So if one of their officers has an action that they're liable for, Roswell is ultimately still liable for the actions of their police officers.
Even if it takes place?
Even if it
Milton
takes place in
environment?
Milton, yes, sir.
Personally, that liability goes both ways. That we would retain the liability for our officers if that action took place not in Milton.
Right.
Good question.
Mayor,
Lance?
how many members do we have?
We currently have 3 assigned to the team.
3?
Yes, sir.
They serve at the same time or on a rotation basis? or-
They're all attached to the team.
All attached.
Yes, sir.
Joe?
So is this replacing the IGA, or is this just one step in the process to replace the IGA? How is the memorandum of understanding different from an IGA?
This is
Because
the.
wasn't it an
I can
IGA
answer that, I
before?
think. No, it's been in an MOU format.
Oh, it
before.
has?
Really, I told Sean he
Silly
had
me.
the best agenda item of the night. It's one of those where it was just us and
Okay.
Alpharetta, and now we're just
All right.
bringing in Roswell. So
Sorry
it's
about
just
that.
taking a good thing and making it a little bit better.
Okay. There's no questions, do I have a motion?
Yeah, Mr. Mayor, I'd like to approve the memorandum of understanding between the city of Alpharetta, the city of Milton, and the city of Roswell for a joint SWAT and crisis negotiation team. Agenda item number 12127.
Second.
Second.
Okay, got a motion by Councilmember Kuntz, second by Councilmember Longoria. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
It's unanimous. Okay. Do we have any council members want to make any reports? Or Bill?
I got mine in while the crowd was here, just promoting Memorial Day ceremonies. We still have press here. Maybe they can pass the word to you.
Okay.
I would like to say I did attend the Better Together's living room discussion at the Bethel Community Center. And Mayor's mother was there as well, Sharon, and we had a great time. Everybody really had a positive discussion, met a lot of people that I hadn't met before in the community, and just want to give Amanda Quintanas and all of her people props for doing such a great job putting that together. And a lot of fun. If they do it again, I will go. The food was fantastic, by the way, and I recommend everybody else go to those as well.
Good deal. Okay, how about staff have any?
Just a couple of very, very, very minor things before we go to executive session. Mid-year budget went through its first presentation tonight. Obviously, you have that document. It'll be before you for public hearing, et cetera, June 4th. If you have any preliminary questions, please reach out to me at some point this week. I'd be happy to sit down with you either this week or next week, and we can work through any of those questions that might be helpful ahead of time. And honestly, as we lead into the summer and coming off the heels of a retreat, if any of you all found time to spend 30 minutes to an hour at some point in the next couple of weeks, that wouldn't hurt my feelings. I appreciate everybody kind of keeping everything going, particularly our staff for the last 2 weeks. Well, I've kind of been hit or miss. I was kind of under the weather last week, but I should be back in the swing of things today and feel a whole lot better. So we're ready to move forward with the summer. So if you'd be willing to schedule 30 minutes an hour in the next week or so, I can bring you up to speed on the host of just open items that are kind of percolating out there, and like to do that if you give me that opportunity. More importantly tonight, though, I don't know that we have any other staff reports. The bulk of what I've got is for us in executive session.
Okay. Need a motion and a second to adjourn into executive session to discuss land acquisition and litigation.
Second.
I got a motion and a second. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
It's unanimous.
Chris.
Yes, ma'am. Please.
adjourn or to reconvene the meeting?
Move to reconvene. So moved.
Second?
I second.
All right, got a motion and a second to reconvene the meeting. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? That's unanimous.
I'll move to adjourn the regular meeting.
I second it.
I have a motion by Councilmember Luss, second by Councilmember Large to adjourn. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
That's unanimous.
Okay.